How y'all doing? I guess I'm back for just a second. Running a little bit behind on schedule. I was parked earlier, so I was able to have the sword out, but now I'm driving. Uh, I'm not gonna be able to put the sword out, but I can have a little discourse and just to address just a few things real fast. First thing I want to address: Torah only to not only people who don't believe the New Testament because it was written in Greek. Like that's a great argument. Like you don't speak English, which means everything you write, every work you ever created is false because you're writing a different language than Hebrew. It doesn't make sense. Just like Greek has too many gods, like America don't have a lot of gods. It just don't make sense. The whole thing, that your whole argument don't make sense. But not only that, if we're going to be just Torah or Tanakh only, what we're going to do is we're going to read a document that's based around, or we're going to read rules that's based around Jerusalem. How can you adhere to rules based around Jerusalem if you're in America? It's impossible. Also, the Most High demanded all of the covenant of Moses be done. He didn't say, Moses, tell the children of Israel to do this at the best of their ability. He didn't say, Caleb. He didn't say, Caleb, tell Israel to do this at the best of their ability. It never was to say you had to do it 100%, 100% of the time. And actually, when they went into captivity, he always sent prophets with them in order to let them know what he demanded and to let them know the promise on how he was going to get them back. Just, amen. Just like everybody got their own guys. Amen, brother. Brother Johnson, amen. So, he sent prophets along the way when they went into captivity in order to give them hope and to let them know when they was going to return to the land. Ain't now one of y'all no prophets, and ain't no message got sent by the Most High to tell anybody when they was going to go back to the land. And second of all, when did the Most High let anybody at any time leave away from Jerusalem for almost 2,000 years? You think that the Most High is going to do something new with us? He's not going to give us no prophets. He's not going to give us no idea, no way to get back to the promised land. We just got to figure it out, and we just got to wait. And that's the doctrine that you all want to believe. You want to believe that the Most High has left everybody hanging out dry, and He promised to get y'all back, but He didn't tell y'all how. He didn't give you no idea when. He just promised it 4,000 years ago, and you feel that those prophecies are about you in America, when it clearly says words dealing with the East, like Egypt, Asia, Persia. It clearly says that. It doesn't say a land I ain't never seen before or anything like that. Y'all are inserting yourself into Scripture. I'm telling y'all now, it's impossible to be Torah only and Tanakh only because you have none of the qualifications. None of them. You don't even know if you're truly Israel or not. We know that we might be Israel. We don't know if any Hamitic people got on any ships. We don't know that. Truthfully, y'all, we don't know that. Some of us don't even know who our great-great-grandfather is, but we're trying to tell you who our great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-grandfather is. We got to start with the fairy tales. Okay, it's a possibility that we could be Israel. But guess what? In the new covenant, it doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter in the new covenant. But y'all want to be stuck in the old covenant without having to do the old covenant. So that would be my beef, if we call it beef, with Torah and Tanakh only people. You want to knock the New Testament because it's not written in the language that you want it to be written in. But y'all act like that Jerusalem did not get destroyed in 70 AD by the Romans. Where is that history? Wouldn't that history be of importance to the Most High? Where was the Most High, just like he told about the Assyrian captivity, he told about the Babylonian captivity, he told about the Medo-Persians. We even can go into Maccabees and see the Grecians. We found out about Mesopotamia dealing with Nimrod. So you trying to tell me the Most High didn't say anything about the Rome destroying Jerusalem, and that was the biggest monument because ain't nobody been in Jerusalem as the real people since. And the Most High did not leave any of that information around for people to know. He told about a smaller captivity like the Assyrian or the Babylonian, but he wouldn't say nothing about the Roman captivity, which they destroyed the genealogy records. They sacked the temple. They pretty much, it looked like a landmass, like a plateau when they got done with it. They did all of this stuff, and the Most High didn't say anything about it. Are we trying to say that the Most High did not allow history to be recorded dealing with Rome? That's what the New Testament is, guys. The New Testament is the history dealing with the fourth beast of Daniel. The third beast of Daniel is found in the Maccabees. The first and second beast of Daniel is found in the Tanakh. All of this goes together. It's not, he gave us information about two of the beasts or three of the beasts and nothing about the fourth beast. It doesn't make sense. It does not make sense. And people are believing these doctrines. We were born, 30, 40 years ago. Some of us born 50 years ago. And y'all trying to tell me that y'all know more than the scholars who actually studied this stuff for hundreds upon hundreds and even thousands of years ago. Y'all are even trying to tell us what books we can and cannot read like you weren't born in America. I don't know, it's kind of crazy. But I'm a full Bible believer. And I'm going to keep that stance. And as I go through the entire Bible, I see promises, I see fulfillments. I see covenants. I see a covenant made with Adam. I see a covenant made with Noah. I see a covenant made with Abraham. A covenant made with Isaac. A covenant made with Jacob. a covenant made with Moses, a covenant made with David, a new covenant. I even see even a smaller covenant like a covenant made with Ezra. So I see covenants, I see prophecies, I see promises, I see fulfillments. I see it all in the Bible. If you cut half of the Bible off, you just see covenants and promises. Now y'all might like promises, and you might let somebody hit you with some witchcraft and make you think that something is going to happen, and it never happens. But once you close your eyes, you're meeting the Father, and then you got to explain to him why you do not believe the resources that he allowed you to have. Or, let's say they are false. You got to explain to him why come you never atoned for none of your sins. How you going to get into the kingdom without an atonement? I mean, you got to explain this stuff. Hold on, what does it say? You need to read Targums. No, I don't need to read the Aramaic. It's not going to be that much difference between the Aramaic and the Hebrew or the Greek. It might be some variances, but it's not going to take the point away from any of the scriptures. It's not going to do it. I got the Targums and the Dead Sea Scrolls. They was pretty much from an Essene set. The Essene set was already off, so they're writing from what they believe and their type of scriptures, and from their own biased variation of scriptures. The Dead Sea Scrolls is going to give you another type of account from an Essene's point of view. The Targum is going to give you the account from the Aramaic language and their point of view. The Hebrew is going to give you the account from well, they say the Yiddish now, but the Hebrew point of view. The Greek is going to give you the account from the Grecians' point of view. So you have all of these different accounts. The point is, what's the point of the story? What's the point of the chapter? What's the point of the Bible? What's the point of the verse? That's what it's all about. It's not about, did they get this one word wrong? And was this one word not there? Was that two words messed up? I don't need to do that. It's the Bible to prove your point. Then you're getting not the true great understandings. Grandmother was a slave that spoke Hebrew. But what does that have to do with anything? First of all, once again, anybody can learn any language. See, this stuff really don't matter. Anybody can learn any language at any time. First of all, it's a fact that the dialect that they spoke in the antiquity is not the dialect that people speak now. So if anybody in family spoke any Hebrew, it still wasn't the right Hebrew, or they spoke any Greek, it wasn't the right Greek. It's a different dialect. It's an off-brand of the original. But that doesn't matter anyway, because one person can migrate to another place and learn how to speak stuff. There's no proof anybody is Israel. We just got to go by faith. And if I'm going to have that much faith in believing that I'm Israel just because somebody told me, I can have the same amount of faith to open that Bible and read that Bible, which predates what that person told me, because that person who told me that is only 40 or 50 years old. I want to go through documents that's been around thousands of years that have some type of spirituality. If I can put my faith in man, I can put my faith in those words. And that's what I'm going to put my faith in. And those words teach a different doctrine than what these people are coming out with. I'm sorry, I'm gonna be realistic. I'm not gonna play we done been trying too long as black people to play around with anything and for people to think that they are correct because they read an older portion of a book doesn't even make sense. It just doesn't make sense. And I'm gonna tell you now, the Torah is not gonna give you salvation. The Torah never gave anybody salvation. The Torah shows people how evil they are and how they will continuously miss the mark of the Most High forever. That was the whole point of the Torah. Now, the Tanakh, the prophecies, which were all about Eastern people in the Eastern world living at a specific time. That's why we're reading the dialogue. It's not about us. The Tanakh was incomplete at its closure. At the closure of Malachi, the Tanakh was incomplete because it had a bunch of promises without fulfillments. So then you have the Greek captivity, and it seemed that Israel was going on the right path. They got some help from the Most High, was able to take over the temple, actually come up with a new feast, what's that, Hanukkah or whatever, and they was able to set up the priesthood again, and going over into Rome conquering Greece, Israel being a free state, and then Rome conquering Israel, we see the transition in the New Testament. That's all it is. You see the transition. You see the fourth beast in detail. Daniel gave you the overview. The New Testament gave you the detail about what all occurred in the fourth beast. That's why, as Daniel stated, the Messiah had to come during the rule of the fourth beast. You cannot have a dominant Torah during that time because Torah never got rid of sin. Torah never put an end to iniquity. You need something greater than the Torah during the fourth beast reign. You can find this in the Tanakh. That's what the whole Daniel 70 weeks was about. So, how do we find that something greater than the Torah to come to do away with sin and iniquity and for the holy people to be trampled and for the holy city to be trodden and be destroyed? Guess what? We can find that exact thing happening in the New Testament as a prophecy from Christ. It all lines up. There's no way. The Torah does not do that. But what the Torah does do, it explains the mindset, the state of Israel in the latter, aka last days of the age. And guess what? We can find that latter and last days of the age during the rulership of the fourth beast. The fourth beast rulership is the latter days that the Torah talked about. So how can you find the historical evidence of the fourth beast last days? You're not going to find it in the Tanakh. And you're not going to find it in the Torah. You're going to find it in the New Testament. I'm sorry if we want to hate the New Testament, but you're not going to get the whole beast, the whole prophecy dealing with the 4 beasts in just the Torah or the Tanakh alone. You're going to need a little bit more information. There's nothing we can do about it. So you can believe that you have all you need in the Torah. It itself, the Torah itself, witness against your understanding. The Tanakh and all of the prophets, major and minor, as they was labeled, witness against your understanding. That's why I'm good. I can read the whole entire Bible and understand beginning, ending. When was the fulfillment? And I don't know why people always bring this up. But if everything has already occurred, why isn't Israel ruling? Well, it's as simple. It's as simple as pulling a prophecy, because we can't find this prophecy pretty much in the New Testament. So sometimes you just got to show them from their understanding. Why isn't Israel ruling in these days if everything has ended? Well, if you go to Isaiah, it actually explains what their rulership is. And their rulership was everybody, first the captives, were going to run. They were going to escape something. They had to escape something. This is the end time, the time of the 4th beast. So what did they have to escape during the time of the 4th beast? You're not going to find it in the Tanakh or the Torah, what they had to escape. But once you go into the New Testament, you find out what they escaped, which was Roman persecution, 70 AD. But let's just leave the New Testament out of it. Let's just use the Torah. They had to escape somewhere, and then they had to go into every nation, the isles of the Gentiles, who had not seen the glory of the Father, nor heard of his majesty. So that kills that every eye was going to see and every knee going to bow, being literal. If Isaiah tells you that it's going to be some places where they had not seen or heard of the Most High. So that kills that every knee is going to bow. But let's just leave that alone. Let's go back to the Tanakh. So after they go into those places, those isles of the Gentiles, the Tarshish and all the Japheth descendants, they're going to come back. Japheth is supposed to bring them back to the Mount of Zion, the holy Mount of Zion, as an offering to the Most High. And the Most High was going to make those people Levites or priests, and he was going to create a new heaven and earth, and the Gentiles was going to flow into the new mountain, the new Jerusalem. Okay, so hopefully we are understanding that this is all spiritual realm, because do you think the earth will be able to actually hold the majesty of the Father if he really came? I mean, we don't see the spiritual connotations, or we don't see that it's going to be a lot of travel through boats. We don't see the time statements. We got airplanes now. We got cars. You mean to tell me if the Most High came back right now, the only way that we could travel is going to be through boats? And now everybody in the no matter where you go, I would say 85% of the world, especially the areas. In fact, let's see. I don't want to do this, but let's see. I'm just gonna run through it real fast. Isaiah. Isaiah, what is it? 66. 64. Sorry, give me 1 second. Yeah, to Tarshish and Pul and Lud and Tubal and Javan. These are like the Greeks and all of them who have not heard my glory, neither who have not heard or neither seen my glory or something like that. I had to see it real fast. Isaiah 66. Now you tell me who in the Greeks today over there don't know about the Most High. In these Caucasian dominated areas who don't know about the Most High today. This end day prophecy said that the ones who escaped from some kind of event that if we don't go into the New Testament, we don't know what that event is. We just know it occurs during the reign of the fourth beast. When they escape from that event, they're going to run into lands that have never heard about the Most High, neither seen His glory. Where the Grecians are today, and those isles over there, have Christianity not taken advantage of or spread to parts over there. Where can they go to that side of the world that they don't know about Christ or the Father? The whole thing is impossible today. Christianity has spread too much, pagan and all. So, hate it or love it, we are off, off, off. Simple as that. So I'm gonna get off of this one and I'm gonna go into a more pleasant one.